Welcome back for the Tableau project here on the Russo-Ukraine war. And as we continue the dashboards, whereby we have already created 4 different worksheets, although most of these are line graphs that we have used for the dashboards. Let us click on this button here. You can also come here and click on the dashboard here. Let's click on the new dashboard here. Yes. Now we can see here that the 4 worksheets that we had created, they are available over here. So, and of course, why are they available over here? Because that is how it works, as I discussed at the start of the session, that you create the worksheets first and then you move on to the dashboard and then finally you go to the storyboard. So these are the worksheets that we have here. Fine, so let's drag and drop these worksheets over here. So I'm dragging the airborne here. You can reduce them in terms of the sizing. And it also has its the filter, the related filter that we are seeing here. And in addition to that, if you want, you can also add the personnel analysis worksheet here. Now there is one disadvantage with Tableau. It does not allow us to reduce the size of the sheets diagonally. It either allows it to happen vertically or horizontally. So you can see here, out here, this sheet out here that we are seeing, that we are not able to reduce in sizing. But never mind, we can always click on them and we can, if you select this and you click on go to the sheet, so you can always come back over here and perform the analysis. So a dashboard specific analysis is not a issue as it seems so. Fine. So in case of personnel analysis, I don't suppose we have any measures. Yeah, we don't have any dedicated filters though, although we could have chosen to sort it alphabetically or manually or data source order. But anyway, we are not going for all that. So so what is this dashboard about? Well, this dashboard is about the equipment and personnel analysis. So let's rename this as equipment and personnel analysis. And that's it. So we have named the dashboard also. And if we click on this, you can do a lot of analysis on this particular dashboard. And not analysis, the sheet-based work that you want to conduct here. And click on here, and these are the worksheet-related functions that are still active here. And these are the filters that we have selected. You can select any other of these rows or columns also as filters if you want. And you can use this sheet as a filter. You can also view its toolbars. You can duplicate the sheet. You can fit the entire view. You can make it a standard fitting also. These are some of the features that will always be included or that are part of your overall analysis. You can stretch this up here. So fine, this is what we have, and yes, we can see the filter here that we wanted to have. So this is the analysis that you have. Now for the dashboard, we can show the grid lines that we are already seeing here, and we already have the names because we gave the names to the respective worksheets. So those names are automatically covered over here, as you can see here as the headers. You can copy this image. You can also export this image. You can show the title. Title is provided here. This title is that of the dashboard that we are seeing here. that apart, what are the actions that you might want to take? Well, for this particular workbook, you can take actions. It lets you create the interactive relationship between data objects and the dashboard. So for this particular sheet, if I want to add an action, says go to the sheet. So it is asking me run action on the select, the menu, or select only target sheets. Well, we can select whichever sheets we want. We can select personnel analysis. We can also select airborne equipment. Yeah, so and I click OK. I come here and I click OK here. So you can select this sheet and that action might get taken. So that is how your entire dashboard appears like. In addition to that, you can also select on auto update and all that is fine. You can copy the image, you can export the image. So let's export this image and keep it for our reference. I click export image. Now that is what portable network graphics. That's a PNG file format. If you want, you can also save it as an SVG or a BMP or a JPEG format. The JPEG format is more reasonable and understandable. So let's go on the desktop and we have the Russo-Ukraine warfare. I'm clicking on this. In addition to that, you can also work towards the desktop or the tablet or the device layouts also. If I click on the layout here, it is going to ask me, you want to show the title, you want to keep it floating? Yes, now that looks a bit more interesting. And if you want, we can also make this floating. So what happens is, if all this is floating, you can add more numbers of this. Can also be made floating. So when you make all this floating, the overall ability to insert more data becomes very easy. Now out here we can add multiple worksheets. This also we can make floating. So that is the analysis you can present here. So the good thing about this, some of these features, is that it helps you in the overall management of the space, the workspace that we have. So whilst we have chucked in the personal analysis and the airborne equipment analysis, we can also add landborne and naval analysis also. So we'll select this and we'll bring it over here. Again, now this is what landborne. I'll make this also floating. Yes, so now that is how it looks like. If I want, I can reduce this further here, and this is the filter that we had used. Just drag and push this up out here. So all of the analysis is now consolidated in just one single dashboard. Even if we don't have such a long one, that's fine. So that is your landborne analysis, and there is also pull in the naval personnel. So bringing it here, and we quickly go on the layout, we click on floating. So when you click on floating, the entire worksheet gets reduced in a smaller size. So all of this can fit in this particular dashboard. I'm saving this dashboard. Just dashboard, I'm saving the entire file. So this is all the analysis that we have performed. Let us go back to the data source. Not data source, yeah, let's go on to the data here and see what more can be added over here, what more analysis can be performed. Well, I think we performed a very good chunk of analysis, very reasonable and understandable. If you want, you can add, that is the default view. If you want to add things on the phone view, they can also add it on the mobile phone view. So I'm creating another dashboard. I'm renaming this as desktop layout 4. This is a desktop layout that we have prepared, and on sheet 5 we are changing this to what? We need to prepare the dashboard. So what I'm doing here is I'm clicking on this dashboard, and I'm changing this to phone. And the device preview, when I check it, it is asking me for which phone you want it for the generic phone, or let us select an iPhone. So iPhone, the sizing is provided over here. So now if you want, you can come to the layout, you can turn off the auto-generated layout and create a custom one. Yes, I want to do that. So once that is done, then that is what we have selected. So you can then thereafter come here, and now these are the previews that we are able to see. So you can select the dashboard sizing out here also, and you can also auto-generate the layout or optimize the layout, and also delete the layout. So this is another thing that we generally find over here. Layout phone, we can also customize it based on what you want to show. So if you click on show dashboard, it will show you the dashboard over here. And if you want to have it floating format, that is also fine. You do not want to see it as a dashboard. You can close this. You can also open this up. Let us randomly drop some sheets over here. So that is the airborne equipment, and these are its filters. So now if I come here and I select on, now this is the item that we want to select. So I'm coming here. Okay, I'm showing the title floating and all. Okay. In addition, now this is for the default. If I want to change it to the phone format, and I want to make this as tablet or phone format, then it should appear here as a phone format. So that is how you can also work towards the mobile app formats as well. Right click on this, and but anyway, we are going to go to the default format that we had selected earlier. And anyway, we have already prepared the dashboard for it, so there is no dedicated need for us to prepare the second dashboard. So in the first dashboard, we have covered all of the equipment that we have. Yes, there's a small problem in terms of what we can read. Right, now if you put it over here, then there won't be any mix up on the name, so there won't be any overlaps. So these are some of the minor things that you have to work towards on adjusting the different worksheets in your dashboard. That is one important aspect. Fine, so this is how you prepare the dashboard, and it's rather simple, as we can see. And then there are objects that you can use here for providing references. You can take the objects horizontally, vertically. You can keep them blank.